Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Birushana in Chapter 7. Just started Chapter 7 of Shungen's Route. However, we're halfway there! I mean, technically, but the last half of the game seems to take, twice as long as the first half, so... I mean, we're really only a third of the way through while being halfway through, which is really fucking bizarre. Because I was thinking, I'm like, wow, all the other routes have taken so much longer than this? But no, Benkei's, we still had 11 parts, 11 or 12 parts once we got to chapter 7 or something. So it's like, oh, yeah, no, okay. Yeah, I mean, Shungen's might go a little bit faster. We might have gone through the first the first 6 chapters faster a little bit, but we still have at least 10 parts, probably, if not more. So okay, we're a third of the way through while being halfway through the chapter. And it's not because we skipped, you know what I mean? Still strange. Anyway, so yeah, chapter 7. I continued living with my brother in Kyoto. During that time, the war between the Heike and other factions continued to intensify. Our cousin Yoshinaka was particularly successful. More and more people joined him until finally his army made it to Kyoto. Oh, here we go. As a result, the once prosperous Heike clan was forced to make the painful decision to flee the capital. You're worried about the capital, aren't you? Yes, but I can hardly see the smoke anymore. The fires seem to have finally died down. I never imagined that the Heike would set fire to the city when they fled. Not surprised. I guess they didn't want Lord Yoshinaka to take what they viewed as theirs. But still, burning down the town was totally unacceptable. What are you doing? Brother, I was just having a look at the capital. Akatsuna's gonna find out what's going on down there. Come on, we need to get to Kurama. Yes, sir. We left the inn as soon as we heard about the fleeing of the Heike and the arrival of Yoshinaka's army. To avoid getting caught up in the chaos at the capital, we decided to take refuge at Kurama Temple. I never thought I'd be heading to Kurama with my brother. Okobo. Lord Yoritomo, leader of the Minamoto clan, it's an honor to welcome you to Kurama. I hear that with the fall of the Heike, chaos still reigns within the capital. Please rest here until it subsides. Takunichi's voice is different every time he shows up, but whatevs. Much obliged. Thank you for allowing me to stay, Lord Kakunichi, and for allowing us to come back like this after being excommunicated. Your excommunication was a decision to protect the temple from the Heike, and now that the Heike are gone, well. Above all, I'm happy to see you again. I'm glad you're here. Lord Kakunichi, the day you decided to leave here, you were still in doubt about your fate. However, the fact that you're here with your brother means you have decided on a path? Yes, I went through the Genpuku ceremony and now go by the name Spacey Kuro Minamoto. When I lived in the temple, I always feared that I couldn't live up to Lord Kakunichi's expectations of me. But now I stand confidently before you, ready to help rebuild the Minamoto clan and restore order to the land. I wish to thank you for raising me as you did, so I could become of aid to my brother. I see. And then I pray that you will serve your brother well. And you, Shungen, also the son of a samurai of the Minamoto clan, you intend to aid Spacey? Yes, of course. I was told that Spacey and Shungen were brought to Kurama at the same time. Were they also born in the same place? I don't know. I was told that Shungen's father, Shigenari, took the place of Yoshitomo before later being killed himself. Okay, you're wait a minute! Yeah, your mom was my mom or something. I don't know, we're half siblings too. I don't know. Our brother seems awfully interested in this, and it's concerning to me. with how much interrelations we're having with our family here, okay? I'm just saying. All I know is that Lady Tokiwa brought him here in place of Shungen's mother, who was incapacitated. Oh god, he's my twin.
And it was she who told you Shungen is the child of Shigenari.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? This is going to be one of those things, exactly like with Tomomori. Like, oh, you might be my half-sister. Am I, though? Never find out. Whatever. I mean, we're not in his route yet. But, like, they're just going to leave it all up in the fucking air where you're like, oh my god, we're just related to fucking everybody. Oh, this is good. I love this. Yes, she entrusted me with that sword and told me to give it to the boy when he was old enough. Anyway, that's enough conversation. Please let me show you to your rooms. You two can use the same rooms as before. I'll tell everyone you've returned. They'll no doubt be glad to see you. With that, Lord Kakunichi left, accompanied by my brother.
It's good to be back here again, isn't it?
Sure is. I mean, nobody's gonna ask why my brother's so concerned about who fucking Shungen is. Being back at Kurama, I felt a long-lost feeling of peace. With our minds eased, we set about unpacking. After a few days of hiding in Kurama, Takatsuna rejoined us, bringing with him information about the capital.
Has Yoshinaka entered the capital?
Yes, and he's brought with him a large company of soldiers. They're all kind of assholes. He's scheduled to have an audience with the Emperor tomorrow. Yoshinaka intends to rule Kyoto in place of the Heike. And you know what? You can't be really mad that he came and like, whatever, because we told you and you've been sitting with your thumb up your ass for months there, Bo. I was gonna call him Bro, and then Boo, and it came out Bo. Don't fucking ask. Anyway. What will you do now, brother? Our goal was to find out what the Heike were up to, but they've gone. And that was like, we've been here for months. According to the information I received, the Heike are holed up in Ichinoya. Ichinoya. Yeah. West of Kyoto. It looks like they're trying to regroup themselves there. It's not far from Kyoto, so they could counterattack at any time. Then why don't we join forces with Sir Yoshinaka? We're both committed to overthrowing the Heike, after all. Brother, I know you said it'd be difficult, but surely working with him is better than letting the Heike return. After all, what happened between our fathers, that doesn't need to impact us, right?
If we don't know how Yoshinaka sees us, we won't be able to cooperate. In any case, what we need is information. We need to know what Yoshinaka's army is planning. Takatsuna, find out the status of the nobles left in Kyoto, Spacey and Shungen, and get information on Yoshinaka's army.
Does my brother really want us to infiltrate Yoshinaka's army?
It's true that rumors alone won't suffice here. If only there was a way to talk to Yoshinaka directly.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we go talk to Yoshinaka directly?
Oh, indeed. That'd be the best way to understand his intentions. And what he thinks of us. If we can get a read on his perception, we'll be in a better position.
But how? It's a giant army. Even if you two volunteer as soldiers, you won't be able to get anywhere near Yoshinaka. A position close to Yoshinaka, without being suspicious, and be able to get his opinion on sensitive topics. Oh, Shungen can do that. He's really good at being like a warlord. If we can't volunteer as soldiers, what about disguising ourselves as merchants?
And that would be a good way to get close to him, as well as get an idea about the army's supplies. But what do we have to sell?
We'll sell you. I mean, what? I didn't think of that.
What if we took advantage of your form?
My form?
Yes. Spacey, disguise yourself as a woman.
I was waiting for this to come up. Like, Shungen's like, yeah, but what are we going to sell? Well, I mean, we could always just sell meat. No, let's not. What? Shungen's like, good one, brother. Disguise myself as a woman.
Yoshinoka's reached the pinnacle of his power. I hear there are banquets and celebrations every day in the capital, which they'll call for a shirabiyoshi. Shirabiyoshi. It's not a party without a shirabiyoshi.
Shirabiyoshi. I think I'm saying that right. The name for a type of banquet song and the woman who plays it. Also a typical name for a prostitute because many of the singers were also prostitutes. You're serious? Me? A shirabiyoshi? You want me to be a prostitute?
You're small for a boy. You've got thin arms and white skin. If you wear a woman's kimono, you'd certainly pass for a woman.
The look on his face is like, pass for a woman. Do you know something you shouldn't? Or you're just making fun of me. You're like, listen, girl boy. Hey, rude.
Infiltrate as a shirabiyoshi and get close to Yoshinaka. Then you can talk to him directly.
See, perhaps that would be the easiest way to infiltrate. This is going to be great.
But wait a minute. In that case, I'll do it.
Oh my god, yes! Please, I want to see frickin' Shungen dress like a girl. Shungen!
We're pretty much the same height anyway. And if I change the tone of my voice...
Shungen, I'll be fine. I can do this. Seriously? But...
See, I could totally do a girl's voice. I'm kidding. Seriously? But...
Shungen stared at me, his lips twisted with anxiety. Painfully obvious that he was worried about me. I'm like, look, we'll both do it! What's better than... hi, you wanted one shirabiyoshi, but we brought you two, baby. 2 for the price of 1. It's a discount sale.
I don't care which one of you is the girl. The other one of you will serve as a minstrel.
Shirabiyoshi and a minstrel. In that case, I'll be the shirabiyoshi. Shungen, you be the minstrel.
Shungen, can you play an instrument?
Shungen is a master of the flute. Growing up, he was the best in the temple by far. It'd be so much better if we're like, no! But I can! Alright, Shungen, you gotta dress up like a girl. Which is odd, considering the fact that I have all the parts for that. We wouldn't say that a lot, but...
Hey!
Remember how terrible I am at playing the flute, don't you? The only person who can play the minstrel is you, Shungen. Having said that, Shungen finally nodded. This is great. Well, it's settled then, brother. We will infiltrate Sir Yoshinaka's residence as soon as we're ready. I don't know why I couldn't read that, but good luck.
I'll leave it to you then.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Takatsuna, I have other orders for you. Follow me.
Yes, sir. Well then, good luck to you both. I'm sorry, but like fucking Takatsuna could absolutely goddamn pass as a girl too, because he looks just like the girl in Stranger Things. I'd said this before. Like the first time we saw him, I was like, what's her face's freaking girlfriend? Latest season. What god? I can't remember her name, but anyway. Like, seriously, that's who he gives me vibes of. I'm like, you look kind of like that girl. So like, yeah, there you go. With that, my brother and Takatsuna left the room. As soon as they departed, I heard a deep sigh. I'm sorry, Shungen. I know how worried this makes you.
Don't apologize. As long as you know what you're getting into. Besides, there's nothing we can do now.
Let's just keep our heads down and get through this. Thanks. I'm counting on you, Shungen. Let's practice the dance for now. We can't afford to slip up and get noticed. Honestly, I'm looking forward to hearing you play the flute again. It's been so long. Listening to you play always warms my heart.
After all these years, I still think so.
Oh, we're having a touching moment right before we have to go act like a prostitute and flirt with my cousin. It's okay, Shungen's probably my twin. I'm just saying he's probably my fucking half-brother too. Yeah, at this point, I don't know. Our brother was very concerned about, like, Shungen's, like, origin story, so... What do you mean?
You don't remember. You smiled at me back then, too.
Shungen turned his gaze to somewhere far in the distance. He smiled, but his face seemed slightly troubled.
It was back when we were about 8, I think. But back then I was the smallest and weakest among the Chico.
What did we say? What was... I don't remember. A young boy in service of temples. Okay, yeah. But you weren't. You were so strong and brave, and you kept pestering me to improve my sword skills. You told me to be strong like my father, but I never thought I could be like him. Not even close. And then we were training in the woods when we encountered our first Heike samurai. Oh yeah, that was like a couple months ago with Noritsune. No, I'm just kidding. Was this when we were fighting with Noritsune? I think it would have been funny if it was baby Noritsune. Remember when we were... Oh, wait, that was baby Noritsune. Where the hell am I? Hey, you kids. What are you doing here? A samurai?
Well, he should be asking you that question. What are you doing here? This is the middle of
Sojogatani?
Sojogatani.
Sojogatani, located near the Kurama temple. This valley is where Shinao learned swordsmanship and military tactics. Sojogatani, how did I end up here? Damn, no wonder I can't find my way around. Hey, kids, bring me something to eat. Starving. Wouldn't have the strength to get down the mountain without some grub. Too fucking bad. We don't have any food. If you go that way, you'll find a road down the mountain and... Ugh, kid, I'm starving. Will you just bring me some food? Hurry the hell up. Whoa!
Don't you touch Shauna.
What did you say? Shauna? The Genji heir? God damn it, Shungen! Yeah, Yoshitomo's kid, Shinao. I heard a rumor that you were cooped up deep in the mountains of Kurama.
No, don't come any closer.
Shut up and get out of the way, kid! Ah! Shungen! I'm assuming we're younger kids, that's why but the voices are still not right, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Ah, little brat cut me! That's just a scratch! But if you stay any longer, I'll show you no mercy! Leave now! Damn brat! You okay, Shungen? Yeah, I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? I wanted to protect you, but I couldn't do anything. I'll never be a strong samurai like my father. Can't protect Shauna after all. Shungen, you've covered for me just now, didn't you? That's enough. Lord Kakunichi told me that strength doesn't only mean skill with a sword. Yeah, but... You read way faster than me, don't you? You can recite more poems better than I can. You're always helping me read tough words. There are many great things about you, Shungen. You always help me so much. Oh my god, we were adorable even as children. Really? And I love the way you play the flute. It always makes my heart feel warm. Like the sound gently wraps around me and hugs all my sadness away. Oh, it's so cute. Stop it. Oh, it hugs all my sadness away. Oh, baby. So don't say bad things about yourself, Shungen, because you're important to me. Shauna, come on, let's go home and get your face patched up. You don't want your cheeks to swell up. Thanks. We're so fucking adorable. I was weak, and yet you called me strong. Your words meant so much to me at that time. They don't now. And I was happy that you complimented me on my flute playing. So long ago, I'm kind of embarrassed to hear you talk about it now. Yeah, but everything changed for me after that moment. After that, I had the confidence to train more and more, and to stay by your side no matter what. I changed because of you. Shunken's eyes, shining with nostalgia, looked tenderly at me. I felt something in my chest flutter at his gaze. A few days later, the day of the infiltration. We're going to look like we do in every other time when we're dressed like a woman, so it's not even going to be like, oh my god, look at us! It's going to be like, oh yeah, she looks like every single other time. She's like, alright, I'm a girl now. You know what I mean? It's the same little sprite, so. It was our first time in Kyoto since the Heike fled, and what we saw there was unbelievable. What the? It's terrible! You're not dressed like a girl! What we saw was the same devastated town as before. According to the merchants, soldiers from Yoshinaka's army have been rampaging through the town non-stop. Yeah, they're dicks. Terrible. I thought that with the Heike gone, things would improve, but I don't think we need to infiltrate and go in and be like, let's find out, like, you know what, brother, kick his ass.
Apparently Yoshinaka's army is rough. Yoshinaka's army is a rough bunch. I hear they've been breaking into houses daily, looting food and other things.
I don't want to speak ill of Lord Yoshinaka, but this is as bad as when the Heike were here. Worse!
Right. That's why we need to make sure we take a good, hard look at him tonight. Is chaos the result of Yoshinaka's orders, or a few bad soldiers running amok?
I don't know. There's an awful lot of chaos for just a few. If it's a few bad soldiers, why doesn't he put a stop to it? In any case, we can't just let this continue.
You're right. We should head over there as soon as possible. But first, let's go to the inn and change.
Right. Lord Yoshinaka, what kind of person is he, I wonder? I can't believe we're gonna go grind up on our other fucking cousin. I'm just saying. This is... You know, I know we're faking it but it's still weird. It's like, he's my cousin, so yeah, let me dress up like a girl and, like, grind on his lap. I just...
Spacey, how's it going in there? Everything fit okay?
Good. I just need to put the waistband on and... That should do it.
Finished? Alright, I'm coming in then.
Oh! Look at little Shun getting dressed as a minstrel. He's a precious. I love it. He just put his ponytail lower. Aww, and little kimono. He's so sweet. He basically looks the same. His hair's just slightly different, but I like just like his little casual kimono. It's cute.
Hey, did you get it on right? If it's crooked, I'll fix.
Oh no, we do look totally different! Holy shit! I love this! Okay, so like normally when she's like, oh, I look like a girl, she got the weird hair, and it's like, oh, okay, I mean, I don't know. I think we look so much cooler in our freaking samurai shit, right? But like, I love this. She's like super adorable. Like, look at you and your silly hat. Hats in this era were silly. They're just ridiculous. Oh god. But like, I love it though. Like, for God's sake, she's so cute. Like, I guess I'm not normally a fan, like, when she goes like, I'm gonna live like a woman, and then that, like, kind of like the way they designed her. I don't know, I'm like, oh, I don't feel it, you know, but I feel this. I don't know why. This is so cute. I love it. It's so adorable. Look, you dress like a prostitute more often. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I think so. The back might be a little off. Could you take a look? What? I look weird, don't I? I thought I could pull it off, but...
I was against this whole idea from the beginning, but... Well...
Oh, Shungen's getting a little too excited. What?
Don't look weird at all. You look... absolutely stunning.
Oh, look at him blushing. Shungen, you should tuck your flute. Oh, that's not your flute.
It's just... seeing you like this.
Can you stop staring at me like that? It's such a strange feeling. It's so embarrassing. It's such a strange feeling. Cause like, can you stop staring at me? It's like, stop looking at me. Whoa, back off. Which I feel like is like a bad thing. We don't want to like push him away. And then it's so embarrassing. Or it's a strange, I feel like it's a strange feeling as like it's embarrassing, but like, it's strange. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. Like, it's strange better. Oh, nope, it's so embarrassing. Okay. I just never know how to pick for Shungen. Oh, and he likes it. Why did you say that? This is so embarrassing. I look at we're both blushing. Look how cute she is when she's blushing in this outfit. I love it. Stop it.
I was just telling you the truth.
Shungen.
I never thought I'd see you like this, but... it suits you. Really.
Shungen began to walk towards me, and my heart beat feverishly as he approached.
Up until now, raised as a man, hiding your true identity.
Our brother's gonna walk in as we're about to, like, kiss, and he's gonna be like, Jesus Christ, Shungen, don't kiss my brother. Right, yeah, brother.
It must have been so hard to live like that. But Thinking about it now, somehow, it makes you even more beautiful.
It's actually kind of sweet. I love it. Will you cut it out?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Guess I just got a little carried away. In any case, you're a woman now. I'll do my best to keep an eye out, but you be careful too.
Right. I replied, but I still couldn't calm my nerves. I was just so embarrassed. I looked away, but Shungen's fingers touched my ear to stop me. Shungen?
Her pen was bent. I just thought I'd straighten it.
Look at how adoringly he's looking at you right now. It's freaking. I love it. Oh, right. Sorry. She's so fucking cute dressed up like that. I can't help it. I want to look at it too. Like, I know. She's so cute, Shungen.
And no problem. Just hold tight.
Right. Why can't I calm down? What's wrong with me? Shungen's looking at you like a woman. I mean, he's always been in love with you, but like now he's like really in love with you.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. I averted my eyes, embarrassed by the way he was looking at me, and puzzled by the strange new feeling in my chest. Shungen's never looked at me like that before. My neck hurts. What should I say? The sun will be setting soon. We need to get moving.
Is it that time we're ready? All right, let's go.
Shungen finished adjusting my hairpiece and stepped back. The fluttering in my chest just wouldn't go away. Not the time to get nervous. I have to focus. We must get to the banquet as soon as possible. I followed Shungen, my chest still thumping with excitement. Oh, his shoulders are so stiff. Yoshinaka's residence. Oh! What's your purpose here?
We've heard that Lord Yoshinaka Minamoto, a man of great valor, is here in this residence. We've come to greet him. Tonight we hope to pay tribute to Lord Yoshinaka, who drove the Heike out of Kyoto with beautiful song and dance.
Oh, and here I thought people in Kyoto were all just stuck up. But you're quite humble. Alright, going in. Okay. Don't even look at my credentials.
Thank you, good sir.
I guess all we had to do was ass kiss these punks. After bowing to the soldiers, we walked through the gates. That was easier than I expected. Seems like we'll be able to meet with Lord Yoshinaka after all.
Come on, give me your hand. Oh, and watch your head.
Shungen looked back at me and reached out. As soon as my fingertips touched his, Shungen grasped my hand tightly and began to walk forward. Watch your head, because you're wearing an 8-foot fucking hat. Doink! Duck going into temples. Doorways. If you need to make any additional preparation... Oh, that's a soldier. If you need to make any additional preparations, please use this room. Please wait here until you're summoned.
Yes, thank you, sir. Please give my regards to Sir Yoshinaka.
Right. Don't worry. He'll call you soon. That man loves his girls.
Looks like we're in. It sure is hot in here. Should I open the window? Or shall I ask for some water? You must be thirsty, right?
Not a delicate flower, but you're dressed like a girl!
Oh, and here's your handkerchief. You wouldn't want your makeup to run now, would you?
Shungen, I'm fine. Really. Why are you fussing over me?
Right. Sorry. Seeing you like this, I guess I can't help but treat you differently.
Really? Seeing Shungen's troubled face, my heart quickened as I remembered the exchange we just had at the inn. You know, I think I will take that glass of water.
Right. Let's see. There should be someone outside the room. I'll just go and check. Wait here, okay?
Why do things seem so different? Because you're super girly now! I love it!
Phew. She really looks like a totally different person. I mean, I always knew she was... Well, when we were kids running in the fields, it never seemed to matter. But now...
Yeah, because now you're a man. Oh.
Wait,
He's like, we never mattered when we were kids and oh, Shungen. Shortly thereafter, Shungen and I were led to the room where Lord Yoshinaka was.
Oh, look what we have here. So you guys came to hear the tale of how I saved the city of Kyoto, eh?
Such a cocky prick. Definitely a himbo, but like a douchey one. Still hot, though. Lord Yoshinaka, sitting at the head of a long table, was a man overflowing with youthful vigor and high spirits. So this is Lord Yoshinaka, my cousin, the one who drove the Heike out.
It is a great honor to meet you, renowned hero of the people of Kyoto, Lord Yoshinaka Minamoto.
Shungen's really good at this bullshit.
Bet your ass it is. Enough of the formalities. Let's get on with the fun. Oi, Kanehira, will you cut that Moby-Doby shit out? Lighten up, will ya? Here, have a drink.
I've had plenty, Lord Yoshinaka. You might want to slow down yourself. No need to ruffle any feathers unnecessarily. I'm just assuming Kanehira's drunk, so.
You get a load of this guy. Wait, more sake. I'm drinking myself to death tonight.
Well, that would help.
But before that, let's get a better look at our entertainment for tonight. And what might your name be, Butterfly?
My lord, Chitose. My name is Chitose. Chitose, pseudonym used by Yoshitsune Minamoto, known now as the woman who is said to be the writer of the Tale of the Heike.
Chitose, eh? Like the sound of that. Now, Chitose, indulge me tonight.
As you wish. Oh my god, okay. My name is Chitose, okay. Should we give her that voice? Her voice doesn't work for this friggin' sprite. I love it so much. I stood up from my place next to Yoshinaka and nodded to Shungen. Shungen held up his flute, and a clear, beautiful tone echoed throughout the room. Well, you can actually hear it. It's very loud. With that, I took out my fan and began to dance, moving powerfully with each step. I like the fact that we learned this in like a night. It's a sword dance using a fan as a warrior uses his sword.
This is good. This is real good. Like, damn, girl, if you were a man, I'd be worried. Because the way you swing that fan is totally like a man in a sword, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just swear to God, I feel like he's going to be stupid and say something like that. And we're going to be like, blades in my fan will slice your throat. It seems I was right in assuming that Lord Yoshinaka, a man of brute force himself, would prefer a rough sword dance. As Shungen's flute sped up, I too sped my movements to match him. Okay, like now, after thinking about that, like, yeah, so then she's got her blades and her fan, she's gonna slice your throat up, but don't you just kind of fucking want, like, a old-timey game? Right? Like, where, like, you have the girl, your MC character is, like, freaking, like, her job is to, like, kick people's asses or go murder people. Like, she's like some Black Widow shit where they're like, here's some money, go kill people. And she's like, oh, look, I'm just an innocent little prostitute. Oh, and then she gets close and slashes people's throats and then disappears into the night. Like, you know what I mean? But then, like, the whole point is, like, her falling in love with, like, either the people chasing her or the people she's supposed to kill and shit. Come on! Wait, why doesn't that exist? Every once in a while. Just saying. Also, still waiting for my hot butler game, because you keep throwing hot butlers in my face that I can't date, and I'm getting a little pissed. Or you take our favorite characters, and you're like, and if they worked at a butler cafe, look how hot they'd look, and you're like, and why don't I have this game? We did have Catboy Paradise, so I guess, kind of. But, like, seriously, that started out as a gag. Like, ha ha ha, gag. Oh, you guys want this? Fuck yeah, we do! Catboys? Butlers? Catboy butlers? Fuck yeah. The fuck? Those are two of the things we really want, and you put them together. I'm just saying. I mean, still want my Butler game. Still want a really good pirate one. I know there's, like, indie ones that I've seen, like, but the problem with indie games for me is the art. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, the art's really nice, and other times I'm like, yeah, like, the whole game could be great, but this art is just not up my alley. I'm just not into it. And I can't get into a game if I'm not, like, at least, like, oh, no, I mean, the art's cool. Even if it's not my favorite. You know, because even some of the AAA games that we've played, I'm like, the art isn't my favorite, but I do like it. There's something about it. But, like, some, like, indie games, I can't get into. Sorry. I just can't. And, like, that's the huge draw for me, so. Story could be awful, but if the art's pretty, I'm like, ah! But if the story's awesome and the art's awful, it's not gonna work. Anyway. As I danced, I spread my long white sleeves outward, and they flowed through the air like the wings of a butterfly.
Such grace.
Oh, that's Yoshinaka's servant.
Such grace. The flute's not bad either.
Oh, Yoshinaka's servant's like macking on Shungen. Keeping in time with Shungen's flute, I forcibly stomped the ground below my feet. As soon as I stopped moving, the sound of Shungen's flute stopped with me.
All right. That was some sword dance, Chitose. And you on the flute, that was some good shit, man. He's like a frat boy, and he's like, that was some good shit, man. Bro, I was pumped, and it was like some like cool, like light flute music. Come on, do more.
Sorry, I clicked that too fast. As you wish, my lord. After a bow, Shungen began to play a gentle tune. I too began to dance with slow, calming movements. Lord Yoshinaka's mind seems completely captivated by us. Now we just need to open that mind up and see what's inside. As I danced, I stared intently at Lord Yoshinaka, but all I could see was the devastated town that surrounded us. Such a tragedy must not be allowed to continue. But what is Lord Yoshinaka's thinking on the matter?
Even so, Lord Yoshinaka, quite a feat to have conquered Kyoto so quickly. And with each passing day, more and more pledge their loyalty to you in your quest to oust the Heike. Yeah, because I do what I want, you know? And that doesn't change, I'm ruling Kyoto. I do what I want.
And that doesn't change now that I'm ruling Kyoto. I do what I want.
But I'm also here because of my abilities. That's why I toppled the Heike. Ain't that right, Kanehira?
You know what? You're, like, cute, but you're such a douche. And you don't have a right to be that way, because, like, Tomomori can be the biggest fucking asshole he wants to be, because he is hot as fuck. Like, you're kind of hot, but you're nowhere near Tomomori level. You don't get to be this big of a douche. Just saying. Bring it down a couple notches. The biggest douche hole in this game has to be Tomomori, okay? That's all I'm saying. You can't out-trash the Trash King. You can try. But, like, I'm just saying. You'll also never be nearly as fine as he is. She's trying real hard, but it's like, Tomomori, I'm gonna need you to get in here and kick this man's ass. He's trying to take your title. Tomomori would be like, I really don't care what happens. But, like, to us, he's as much of a douche as Yoshinaka is to fucking Kyoto, so. Fair comparison, I feel.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Yoshinaka's servant. God, I see Yoshinaka and I think it's him. Anyway.
That's right. You and Lord Kanehira are foster brothers, aren't you? Yeah. Unlike me, he's a quiet guy. But he's reliable on the battlefield.
Lord Yoshinaka sure is abrasive, isn't he? He also doesn't seem like much of a leader. He just wants to boss others around. And that Lord Kanehira, he's Lord Yoshinaka's right-hand man. However, most of our units are just a messy collection of men we picked up along the way. We really should reorganize.
That's true. Reorganize? As a matter of fact, I heard the other day that some of the soldiers went on a rampage downtown.
So Yoshinaka's generals do know about the abuses. I was like, the what? The word abuses. Wow, I can read.
This kind of thing stirs up the fear in the people. I think they need a strong condemnation from you, Lord Yoshinaka. That's ridiculous. Just the boys letting off a little steam. Leave them alone. It's just boys being boys.
Oh my god, punch him in the nuts! What? Leave him alone? Is he serious?
It's your job, Kanehira. Get better things to do than worry about that crap.
Such a twat. You know, the more he opens his mouth, the less attractive he becomes, but he's still pretty. Like, they drew him nice. Like, you drew him nice, but you gave him the worst personality. And, like, you drew Tomomori nice, and you gave him a crappy personality, but we're here for it. But, like, freaking Yoshinaka, you were like, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, is he worse than Tomomori? I don't really know if it's one of those things where you're like, you know, like, Yoshinaka's not hot enough to be this douchey. Because, like, the douchier you are, the bigger the fucking trash fire you are, the hotter you have to be to make it okay. And, like, Yoshinaka, like, he's cute, he's pretty, and then you're like, use a raging dumpster fire, and you're like, yeah, no, it's not how this works, not how any of this works. You don't get it. You are not hot enough to be this much of a dick. Just saying. Still good looking, just not hot enough.
And what would that be, Lord Yoshinaka?
Duh. Hunt down every last one of those Heike scum. Don't you touch my fucking boyfriend.
With all due respect, sir, we just entered Kyoto. Isn't it a bit early to be thinking about attacking the Heike? They all run.
I was hoping we'd get it done sooner. We're just waiting on that old fart Emperor Go Shirakawa. Who does that guy think he is? Who is it that rescued the city from the Heike? The leader of the Minamoto. Me, Yoshinaka. Yeah, wow, he's really full of himself. Tamamori's at least crazy. He's not fucking full of himself. He's like, oh, well, we're all gonna die. Whatevs. Lord Yoshinaka, please refrain from calling yourself the leader of the Minamoto clan. The only way to be given that honor is by the Emperor, and we've not officially... Kanehira's, like, mildly sensible. Will you shut your mouth, Kanehira? He has to recognize me as the leader. Who else would he pick? Here at Fuji River, Yoritomo? Coward who turned his tail after victory? Fool. That's why he's in Kamakura and I'm in Kyoto. I mean, he's not wrong. We had victory and then he went to Kamakura to, like, and then was deciding what he was going to do. And then we came to Kyoto and then he was like, we should do, and then Okiyomura's dead, we should attack while they're like, and then a month later we're like, wait, what are we doing? I mean, I'm just saying. Yoritomo was really fucking, like, slow as molasses at all this shit. So I can kind of understand where Yoshinaka's coming from. Like, bro, we told you we should do this, and you're like, nah, I'm going to Kamakura. A couple months later, we're like, I guess we'll go to Kyoto. Oh, wait, Kiyomori's dead? We should attack while the getting's good. Yeah! A month later. I mean, like, seriously! God damn it, boy! Fucking the goddamn slowest... The sloth is faster than you! And that sloth is still, like, trying to figure out what the fuck is happening as it's falling in the slowest motion possible. Jesus Christ, even gravity doesn't work on sloth. I mean, it does, obviously, but, like, jeez. Fortune favors the bold, Kanehira, not the wannabe Genji up in Kamakura. Can we really trust the capital to a man who only works for his own glory at the expense of everyone else? I mean, that was kind of the way it was before, so... No? And I, for one, can't wait to wipe out the Heike. As soon as we have enough provisions, we're moving out. Y'all get ready.
Yes, sir.
Lord Yoshinaka, if you intend to lead the men out of Kyoto, I think it's vital we take some precautions. Precautions? What precautions? If the army leaves now, it's possible that others will see an opportunity and attempt to replace you here in Kyoto. Kanehira at least is smart. It's vital that we act to gain the trust of the Emperor while we're here. You want me to get that old raccoon in a good mood, eh? Jeez, what a pain in the ass. Guess we have no choice. That old raccoon. I feel like you could have You absolute raccoon! Were we in this game when we were doing that? I can't remember what game we were in when we were... Was it? No, I don't think we were. But it's like if you add you absolute in front of basically... You absolute toaster. It sounds like the best fucking insult ever. That's why when people are like, you absolute muppet, you're like, wow, that's a great insult. But it's literally because it's you absolute. You absolute raccoon! Or if you just add ED at the end of anything. We got absolutely raccooned last night. It sounds like you got like really fucking shit-faced. And it really does work. And I don't remember if we were playing this game or if we were playing Variable Barricade. Which I think the Variable Barricade part would be after this one anyway. Not really sure, around the same time. Just the way they're recording. So, like... but we had a good time just throwing out random fucking things. Absolute curtain rod! But it's the fucking raccoon part, because I'm like, that old raccoon. It's not the insult you think it is until you... The fucking absolute raccoon! Better. Suddenly, Yoshinaka's gaze turned to me.
Okay, then let's do this. Oi, Chitose! Get over here! We're gonna go show you off to the Emperor!
Excuse me? What? The sudden mention of my name made me stop. The sound of Shungen's flute ceased almost simultaneously.
That's right! Come here!
Yes, my lord. Be too suspicious to refuse him here. Why am I going?
Damn, you're a looker, aren't you? You're this talented and your dancing's this good. That old raccoon's gonna love you.
Until that old raccoon realizes, like, wait a minute.
Aren't you his boy cousin, Spacey?
I'd say bamboozled, but I actually don't have a penis, so it's like, go. So you think I do, though. That's all that matters.
Ain't that right, boys? Just the thing to get that old fart on our side.
You're gonna give me to the Emperor? I don't... Am I being trafficked now? By my cousin? I mean, you kind of thought what Tomomori was doing, imprisoning me and then assaulting me and all that shit, when I'm his half-sister, maybe, he thinks, was bad. But this just feels worse! Because it's not Tomomori, I guess. But also, if Tomomori was like, I'm gonna give you to the Emperor, I'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, rude. Keep the shit to yourself. He shared me with Shigehiro on that bad ending, which is fine. It's fine. Whatever. Keep it in the family.
Well, maybe I'll just have to check you out first. Find out just what kind of gem you really are.
This would be so much funnier if Shungen was dressed like the girl, because we'd be like, ha ha, you're gonna find some gems for sure. You're not gonna find any gems here, which is just doesn't make it as funny, but... I quickly pulled myself away from his grasp and looked firmly at Lord Yoshinaka. Oh, please don't play games with me, my lord. I'm just a simple dancer, not worthy of the presence of His Highness.
What?
Besides, don't you have better things to do? Shouldn't you be finishing off the Heike or fixing the chaos in the capital?
Shut the hell up! How dare you talk to me like that, you whore!
Ouch. For a moment, my gaze wavered, and before I knew it, I was pinned down on the floor. You're like, this is awkward. This is not how I... Nope. Mm-mm. My wrist was caught and began to cramp with searing pain. A cold chill ran down my spine. Then... Lord Yoshinaka, please stop that. Shungen, are we gonna get angry and enraged and whip out the demon dragon? Oh, let's whip out the demon dragon! Slice his head off with our fan! I might have been hanging around Shigehiro a little bit too much. I'm just saying.
Oh, just what do you think you're doing? Trying to ruin my fun?
Not at all, sir. But I cannot overlook violence. I came here this evening to perform a dance in Lord Yoshinaka's honor, and not to have my top dancer injured. Now please, take your hands off her.
Huh! So who do you think you're talking to? Lord Yoshinaka, please, unhand the girl. This is a critical time for you. Offering bruised dancers to His Highness will win you no respect here. It's ridiculous. We were just having a little fun, right? Ain't that right?
He is just worse than Tomomori. Like, Jesus Christ, like, so much worse. Tomomori is at least gentle when he's... He's a little more respectful in his disrespect, is all I'm saying. Lord Yoshinaka moved his body off me and stood up, annoyed. The moment his weight was off me, I breathed a sigh of relief. I can't wait till later when he finds out that it was us and we're his cousin and he thinks we're a dude and he's like, wait, and you're like, yeah. I mean, but no, but like still, all we need is for you to think that. We thank you very much for your song and dance this evening. Now may I suggest you leave immediately? Yes, thank you. Shungen and I quickly got to our feet and left the room. All we needed. God, everybody trying to get all up in her shit. Without permission. Rude. Finally made it back. It was almost midnight when we left Yoshinaka's, so we had to spend the night at the inn. I sighed as I entered the room. It was rough, but it was worth it. Now we know what kind of a man Lord Yoshinaka is. A bad, bad, bad man! Spacey. What is it, Shungen? When I looked up, I was met with a nervous gaze. Are you okay? Yeah, of course. No injuries to speak of. You have emotional injuries. Lee. What's the matter, Shungen? Don't worry, I'm fine. No, not that. I mean... Shungen abruptly swallowed his words, but still he looked at me sadly, itching to say something. And there's no way Yoshinaka would have done that to a man. Well, I mean... Okay. No, and also no. I mean... He would have done that to a man because you're like, the sex is bullshit. Yeah, I agree with you. No, he wouldn't have done that to a man, but also, I really don't think a man would have shown up dancing with his little fan, doing a little, and, you know, like a prostitute. I don't think, I don't know, saying, because I'm gonna guess that wouldn't happen. You wouldn't have a male prostitute in their fan dancing. Then Yoshinaka might absolutely have done that to him, because God knows everybody's a little bisexual in this game. I'm just saying. But most likely no. So, yeah. I mean, obviously not Shungen. But just because he wouldn't do it to a man doesn't mean it makes it appropriate at all for what he did. Like, you know, he still shouldn't have done it at all, regardless whether it was a man or a woman. Suddenly, Shungen's hand reached out to me. He gently put his hand on my shoulder. It's one thing to face him with a sword in your hand. Must have been something totally different dressed like this. Like, oh, I had you're like, oh, I had my hand on my thigh, which there's a sword in. Don't worry, I almost stabbed him in the dick. Got a couple sword fans going on. You were scared, weren't you? You had a worried look on your face ever since you put that dress on. But you did great today. I mean, we don't have a sword to protect ourselves, so I mean, like, I kind of understand it'd be weird, you know. With that, he slowly pulled me closer. Pull me closer, flute man dancer. Wait, I'm the dancer. Anyway, this is so beautiful. Love it. She looks so different. So cute. It's okay. You don't have to act so tough anymore. It's just me here. Relax. The hand that cut my shoulder wrapped around me and began to stroke my back as if to break my stiffness. Look, he did. I could feel the warmth coming from each and every spot he touched, and I couldn't help but sigh from his soothing. It's just lovely. Her hair is long as fuck. It doesn't look half that long when it's up on the top of our head in our little, like, high ponytail. I'm just saying, our little top knot thing going on. Shungen, I was scared, wasn't I? And that's what it looked like to me. It seemed like you were holding something back the whole time. See, my chest tightened as he spoke. At the same time, the incident that had just occurred came roaring back to me. Without thinking, I bit my lip, nodded. I looked down. Oh, kind of choice here. I mean, obviously, I was just reading it, but I was like, okay. Look down. No, I mean, he's not gonna nod, maybe? I don't know. Bit my lip is also sexy. Nod is good. I don't think it's look down. I don't know. One of those. Oh, nodded. I nodded my head, not knowing what else to say. When Yoshinaka touched me, I completely froze. I didn't know what to do. Was that fear, or was it... I was scared. More than anything else, I hated being touched by him. Thanks for saving me, Shungen. Just so glad you were there. And no need to thank me. You did a great job, too. His gentle arms held me closer to him. With Shungen beside me, I melted away in his warm embrace. At the same time, I was filled with sadness. Women are weak, aren't they? Ouch, girl, Jesus. Call out a whole fucking sex, huh? Half the fucking population just gotta call us out like that. Jesus. Spacey. I can't change the fact that I'm a woman. No amount of armor, no amount of training can change that. I'm pretty fucking sure that the armor and the training has proved that you are fucking tough as nails. I'm just saying. And like, no, you're not. Men might think you are, but that's when you nut punch them. But still, I have to move on. Still got things I have to do. Right. Strange. So nervous before, but now I'm fine. I feel safe when I'm with you, Shungen. And shall we stay like this for a while? Shungen's large hands continued to rub my back, and I felt myself wanting more. I don't mind a scenario kind of like this, where like, okay, we gotta dress up and we're going out, and then he kind of attacks us, and then Shungen has to step in and save it. Because this makes sense. It's not like, oh god, the man has to come rescue me. It's because we don't have any weapons on us. We're playing a character, and like, she knows, like, well, I can't like kick him in the nuts, punch him in the face, and be like, fuck you, bitch, I'll kick your ass! Because like, that would be like giving herself away. So she's gotta like, plus, also, you've never been in a situation where a man overpowers you like this. Like, he's going to assault you because you've always been dressed like a man, so they've treated you like a man. So even if you're fighting and they're overpowering you, it's not in a inappropriately sexual way. You know what I mean? So yeah, she's going to freeze and be like, the fuck? Because she's never experienced this or even had to worry about this, you know? But being in this situation, it doesn't, like, I hate sometimes where it's like, oh, she's tough and on her own, yeah! And then she's always like a fucking dainty little wallflower wafting over in the corner, and the men always have to come fucking save her, and she's actually fucking useless. Looking at you, Chizuru, Hakuoki, we fucking know this. That girl was fucking useless as shit, okay? But like, I don't mind when it's done well like this, where like, she is fucking kick ass. But in this situation, yeah, Shungen had to jump in and be like, could you not hurt my girl, please? Like, cool, thanks. And like, he didn't have to get violent or be like, what the fuck, I'll protect her. He was like, he stepped in appropriately. You know what I mean? I don't know, they just handle it well when the men kind of step in to help you or in a way protect you, because, you know what I mean? It's not like you're fucking weak and useless and you need them to rescue you. It's just, you rescue them as much as they rescue you. You know what I mean? It's like a give and take, and it's just done well to the point where I don't mind when they come in and like save our ass. I'm not like, oh, again, because she kicks ass enough of the time that like anybody else, you're gonna be yourself and do your thing and whatever, but you're always gonna need a little bit of help from somebody every once in a while. That's normal. But like, usually games are like, she's tough, she kicks ass, but she always needs a man to save her because she's pretty fucking useless. Like, the girl can't even turn on a fucking, she couldn't change a light bulb, she get electrocuted. You know what I mean? Like, they make them completely fucking useless, and you're like, you're trying to tell me she's tough, but she's not. But in this, they're like, they tell you she's tough, you see that she's fucking tough, and then we're gonna throw her in situations where she wasn't expecting what was happening, and then the man has to rescue her, and you're like, no, I get it. Cool. You know what I mean? I don't know, I just really like the way they do it. I'm just proud of this game, okay? Anyway, as the mixture of embarrassment and relief mingled in my heart, my hands naturally went to Shungen's back. Oh, thanks. Make me feel so much better. Oh, look at them, they're so cute. Shungen's breathing overlapped with my own, and I felt my eyelids grow heavy. I have to go to bed. I don't want to leave Shungen's embrace. So relieved. Oh. Hey, did you fall asleep? Guess all that tension since we arrived in Kyoto has finally caught up with you, huh? I hope Spacey can be free from all this soon. In any case, we'll have to do something about Yoshinaka. The situation is changing by the day. From the looks of it, a clash between Yoshinaka and Lord Yoritomo is inevitable. But I'll be there for you. I promise you won't get hurt. He's so sweet. The moonlight shining through the curtain enveloped us both in a pale glow. As I slept, I felt Shungen gently stroke my cheek with his warm hand. Anyway, we're going to stop there in that touching, beautiful moment. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.